Hi, my name is Amy Torres. For my career profile, I chose to do a school social worker within Granite School District. The school social worker I chose to interview was Koki Klein, who's actually the school social worker at the school I currently work at. And he works for Granite School District, which is currently the largest school district in the state of Utah. And he works at two schools. He works at Kearns High School, and then he works at my school, which is Kearns Junior High. In his working environment, he works a lot with one-on-one with his students. He has a huge amount of workload because he works so closely with so many students. Kearns Junior High has about 524 students, and we're 7th and 8th graders. And Kearns High School currently has 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. So they have just over 1,000 students. So he tries to meet one-on-one with a lot of those students, and he works closely with the counselors in those schools. His hours are somewhat flexible. He says he's lucky he doesn't have to be there when school starts, but he does normally work in between 9 to 5 or from 10 to 6, so that he's available during the school hours to speak to students, but so that he's also able to do home visits after school hours, to be able to meet with the families one-on-one and find the root of the issues that are going on in the lives of the students at our schools. He says that some of the typical stressors, the biggest typical stressor for Koki, is that he's not able to get to all of the students that really need his help. With so many students and him being the only social worker between two schools, he has to rely a lot on the employees that work in the schools and the counselors. He says the biggest help to him being able to get to those who are most needed is every day he tries to pray that he'll have the inspiration to deal with the most dire situations and be able to help them first. He receives a lot of referrals from other students and from teachers, and to help them, he does a lot of suicide assessments within the schools. He does individual therapy with students. He also does group therapy. He does a lot of prevention, home visits. He says he has way too many meetings, which takes him away from what he really wants to be doing, is helping the students. The benefits that he receives, he is actually on a teacher's schedule, so he works 9.5 months of the year, so he has school holidays off, as well as 2 weeks at Christmas and 3 months during the summer, which he says he really enjoys because he's able to spend that time with his family. He has medical, dental, and vision insurance, as well as life insurance and short-term and long-term disability. He also has 401k, which our school district will match up to 3%. He also has flex spending, and because he is on a teacher's schedule, he doesn't have vacation days, but he does earn sick days, and then, like I said, he gets all of the school holidays off. Educational requirements for a school social worker is master's level, and you also have to be licensed through the state of Utah, so through USOE. You have to have your school social work certification through them, as well as a DOPL license, either LCSW or CSW. You also have to have completed your practicum and internship within a school district in order to be a school social worker. The starting salary for this position is based on a teacher's master level, which starts about $3,400. And then depending on the continuing education, they have master's plus 20 or master's plus 40. You can make up to $66,000. Every year they get what's called a step increase. So the longer they're with the district, depending on their education, they'll get an increase every year. Miscellaneous career information. Koki said that it's a very rewarding career. He feels like this choice has blessed him and his family, and every day he's able to make a difference in the lives of the students that he works with. The reason I chose to talk to a school social worker, this is what I want to do. This is why I enjoy working in the school district, and someday I hope to also be a school social worker. Thank you for listening.